camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 18 Gator. Check back 11. Too little, cupcake.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable here for Davis. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make them cry all the way back home.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
I got one. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Let's go, D. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Hey, we got to get this.
Third and long. It's Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, exit. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. I got him. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike. Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now get set. 19. Let's go, D. We got double tight. Double tight.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of giving.
Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. 5.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to look deep in zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
That's it. Give me that. Time to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
Check 50.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check.
Ready?
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's go.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
10-2 stop.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Let's go.
Lock now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
You don't want no problems with me.
A gain of
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Look at me, zipper.
Hey, check.
Locke looks to throw it again.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Let's go
And
now.
John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Got him.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Don't let him breathe.
Go.
Locke going to go on 4th down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, got tight left, tight end's left. 3 down, 3 down.
Smooth.
Hey, check Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Target.
On 3rd down, Locke is going to float this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Big plays, dog. Right.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Get that quarterback. And
24.
Check.
25. Off.
Here's Watson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
26. Hey, 59.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
There it is, baby.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, You absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. A dump underneath to Jones. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Double tight.
Hey,
4, alert.
3 down.
Check. Lock. Go.
Now Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown.
That's my boy.
DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Shift.
Greystone travel. Now.
On 2nd and 12. Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Come on.
Right. He's done.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Topper! Ready?
Block off of play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hit it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
They'd love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Slam. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
15 line. Get it.
There's Locke back near his goal line. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
60 or.
We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You ain't going nowhere.
Lock now on first down. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Come on,
give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Not here.
5.
On first down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it. Do some...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Locke to throw, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Slam, slam. Check 52.
61, matchbox lights. Golf, golf.
Shoot. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on fourth down. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Good set. 19. Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's complete to Fuller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Throwing now, Watson. And now he will have a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, Orbit.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something.
Hard.
Sponge. No.
Ready.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6.
Good trash. Mike 20.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's got this down to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go, Mike 20.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, check 24.
From the end zone, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
Let's go, baby.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time.